Hi, this is Jerry from ChallengeLifeBetter.com. I'd call this little segment taking off the pressure. We live in a kind of environment nowadays that is heaped up with large amounts of pressure on our well-being. We go to work, we're pressured to do things on time. It's really a difficult life that we have. Many families, both parents have to work. Sometimes a child who is 16 or 17 is also working, contributing to the family, and the pressures mount. The mortgages mount, improper use of credit cards perhaps. There's a lot of other things. And in our environment today as well, we have health pressures that we've been fed this low-fat bologna for 30 years. And we're fighting obesity and all the other kind of things that are pressuring us. But what do we do to take off the pressure? There's a lot of things we could do. And I'll tell you that it starts with shutting off the television. The television does not relieve pressure. It simply medicates the brain with endorphins and something you like, and it makes you feel better temporarily. But in the end, it takes away from your family life, your interpersonal relationships. I know because for many, many years I sat and had to watch the show until wee hours of the morning. And my family life suffered. And finally I realized, enough of this. And I turned it off. And I think that that's wonderful because I actually found out that there was a lady that I was married to and had kids, and it was wonderful. Think of that. Wow. So what we need to start thinking about is, are there ways that we could take pressure off of our lives? And it becomes allocating time. Let me give you an example. I used to teach organic gardening, and it was a lot of fun. And we had this one individual that would come, and he said, well, you know, I really enjoyed this particular, this program, this organic class, the class that you're giving. But, you know, I got to admit it, I like watching Dancing with the Stars and a couple other shows that you just had to see. And I said, okay, here's the guilt factor I'm going to bring in. So get ready. Tell me who won the first, third, and fifth season of Dancing with the Stars. He had no clue. Who won it last year? No clue. And I said, now, that took an hour, and the other couple of shows that you were talking about also took hours. That's 3 hours after you got home. Now, we're here to learn about doing things organically and growing plants and spending time with the family. Had you shut that off and you helped your little 10-year-old daughter grow tomatoes, I can come to you in 20 years from now and ask you about the time that your little girl showed you the first tomato she ever grew. And I'll bet you're not going to forget that. So those are things we can do to take off the pressures of life. How long has it been since you just went and took a walk with your spouse, or took your kids fishing, or just simply read a book to your youngins? It's something that we need to stop and think about. Do you really have to see the game? I was in a cafe one day, early in the morning, and a gentleman came up to my table, and he stared at me for a moment, and then he says, did you see the game last night? Did you watch the game last night? I wouldn't watch television. So I looked at him and I said, well, what game? The playoffs. And I looked at him. I kind of knew what he was getting at, but I thought this is going to be fun. I said, what sport? Oh, it's the Final Four. Basketball. I said, oh, I don't watch TV. And he stared at me and goes, whatever. and kind of walked away. I wasn't in his world. He didn't know how to deal with somebody who wasn't into the game. So it's all right if people enjoy that. But, you know, when you're trying to take off pressure in your life, adding more competitive spirit sometimes is not good to keep on top of the competitive nature that we are placed in our jobs. Sometimes it's better to stop and smell the roses, or even better, plant the roses and watch them grow. So until next time, these are just humble thoughts. Until next time, challenge life better. This is Jerry. Be well.